Okay, welcome to my channel. My name is Alan. Hope you are doing well. So in today's video, we are going to talk about a few things that many people are struggling to go through, and they don't know what to do exactly. So I normally receive messages in my inbox, and people are like, Alan, you know what? Help us. Things are not moving on. Probably if you have a job, help us, like connect us that we might also start something to do. But according to me, I'm like, okay, no problem. But sometimes there are many ways that someone can survive without even being employed. Even though, like what I mean, even though you don't have a job, sometimes you can also survive even without a job. So I normally tell them that instead of looking for jobs, you can at least create something for your own and start surviving on it. Yeah, but they really see, like, if someone has told you like that, they feel offended. But in most cases, like in our country, Uganda, there are many ways that someone can survive even without being employed. Like what I mean, without even a work or without even a job. One of them is practicing being a broker. In Uganda nowadays, we have seen many people, the brokers. Yeah, they work as brokers. A broker is a person, or is a person, who works as in betweener. The person who is selling something and someone who is going to buy something. So that broker is that person. For him, its work is to connect the two. He gets the person who is selling maybe land, and maybe the person who is interested in buying that land, and then he connects them like that. So you can also practice that being a broker. You get someone who has something that is selling something. It might not be a land, it might be even a car, it might be even a house, like that. So you can also survive on that way. But you know, many people, since some of us, we went to school, sometimes we be like, no, me, since I went to school, I will not be a broker. I want to go for that one thing that I specifically studied for. Bro, sometimes, bro or my sister, sometimes such things may not really work. Yeah, it may not really work. Like some of us, we studied many things, but specifically we are not even doing what we studied. Yeah, like me, I did nothing, but what I'm doing now is not even nothing. I'm practicing many different things, and those are the most things that are helping me to get money and may do other things. So that is one way. So you find someone, and then there is these people who come to our inboxes and they're like, Alan, you know what, we're looking for a job. And then if you ask them, you're looking for a job, what skills do you have? And then someone, they don't even have any single skill. And sometimes it becomes very easier for someone to offer for you a job when you are good at something. For example, you can look for a job and then they be like, but for you, you're looking for a job, what is that one thing that you're good at? For example, you have that one small skill. You can be like, for me, I'm good at doing this. You can be good at maybe, let's say maybe repairing. Maybe you're a mechanic or you're a technician. You're good at repairing phones. That is a skill. We are talking about a skill now. You can be there, but you're good at maybe you're good at housework. You understand? Yeah, that is what we are. So we are talking about now a skill. Do you have a single skill? Yeah. Before you ask someone that I'm looking for a job, or I'm looking for a career, what is that one skill that you have? That one skill, it is the one to save you. Yeah, but if you don't have a skill, sometimes it becomes very difficult for you to be offered a job at certain places. Now, like me here, I have a skill in phone repair. I am good at repairing phones. For example, when your phone is not working, you're talking to someone, you're not hearing them, maybe that person is not hearing you. That is called a mouse space. I'm good at repairing phones, and maybe your phone has cracks, it is not able to be fixed. I'm good at fixing those new screens, those new sensors. I'm good at that. Yeah, maybe your phone network is not working out. You call someone and it doesn't go through. I'm good at that. Leaving that, I'm good at software. That is the skill now. Those are the skills we are looking at. So find out a skill. Before you disturb someone that you want a job, first look for a certain skill. And you be like, yes, if I perfect in this, I can really do what? I can really look for a job. So that is one of the things. So sometimes you may need a skill for you to be offered a good job. Sometimes it may not even be a good job, but like I said in the beginning, there are many ways for someone to survive in Uganda or in any other country. It may not be even only Uganda, because we are good. We know one thing. I know that there are many countries which are even suffering beyond Uganda. Maybe for us, we are crying in Uganda. We're like, you know, in Uganda things are not working. They're increasing taxes. But yes, there is that one particular country whereby things are also not what moving anywhere. So another thing that we can also look at, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing. When it comes to affiliate marketing, mostly it works online, but you can apply the knowledge in the real life. When you read about affiliate marketing, it's a bit resembling like a broker. Like you go, if affiliate marketing, or affiliate marketer is a person that also links between the seller and the buyer. But this time round, the buyer, this time round, the person who is selling the products, he has them in the print or in a large amount. Yeah, so you connect with the person who is selling those things, and then you connect to a person who is going to buy the things. It is now affiliate marketing. So this time round, the person who is selling things will sell. Let's say now this person is selling a car at 20 million shillings, and now for you, the in-between affiliate marketer, you're going to sell this car to the final buyer, and you're going to sell it at maybe 30 million or 40 million, according to which type of the product. So you also connect to the two. Mostly affiliate marketing, it normally works on internet, but even when you apply it in the real life, it can also work. We have people who are doing wholesale businesses in our country. There are those people who are selling wholesale things, products. So you just go to them and maybe you sit down, you talk to them, you agree on which amount they are giving these things to you, and then you go and take those things to the final buyer at whatever amount you want. Yeah, that is also one way. Just that this one, it resembles a bit that thing of a broker. It resembles a bit. And then another thing we can talk about here, according to my list, I wrote about identifying the problems that people are facing in your community or in that area where you're residing. You identify a problem and then you look for a solution. This is one way that many people are getting money in Uganda or in any other countries apart from Uganda. So sometimes if you know that maybe in your area people are facing a problem of petrol, like in your area there is no petrol station and they really see there is a high demand in that area, you can look for ways of how to figure out and look for something that you can look for a solution how to bring in a petrol station. You may not really bring in a petrol station, but you can start something very small in that area so that those people do not over complain. Sometimes we go to places and then you look for a petrol station and you don't see it completely. But when for example, in my area, there are no petrol stations, but there are these people who are selling petrol. They're selling petrol or fuel. They're selling fuel in liters, half liter, like that. So you look for that solution, and every time you find a solution, that is the time you get money. That is the time you get a lot of money. So it may not be like that. So sometimes maybe in your area there are no one that is repairing phones, maybe repairing television. So you look for ways, how can I handle this? How can I handle this? If you look for ways, maybe you can even get a friend who is good at repairing phones, and then you bring him, you tell him, what can we do here? Those friends, they normally, they are not, there are sometimes we have friends who are good at creativity. You must be, sometimes if you're going to get money, you have to be a person who has to reason. You have to reason beyond. You have to reason beyond. Like where you look at something and you build creativity, they will tell you, here we need this and this, this and this. Within a small period of time you start to repair phones. I know in the beginning, sometimes in the beginning it may not be really easier for you to do that thing, but once you be consistent, people will get to know that, hey, that guy is good at repairing phone, that guy is doing this and this. Slowly people will start coming, slowly. Yeah, within a short period of time you will gain many people, more and more. And as the process continues and as the cycle repeats, the more you get money. So like what I was saying, like I started in the beginning, that there are many ways for someone to survive even without being employed. So stop looking for jobs. Just create. Be creative. Be creative. Be creative. Just create something small, and be consistent in it. Probably it will work. It will come to pass when things are moving on, when you're able to do something, when you can even also start a company maybe on your own. Yeah, so you identify a problem in your area. Maybe in your area there is not a diary, there is no person who is selling milk. So you go and look for ways. Ask for people who are doing their things. They will tell you. And ask for challenges that they are facing. They will tell you. So stop the things of saying, no, if I start a diary, sometime milk can go bad. Yes, it can go bad, but there are also solutions to avoid that. And don't tell us that people who are doing businesses, they're not facing challenges. Yeah, sometimes there are businesses which are very risky. Like they are very risky. They are high risks in that business. But high risks don't scare you. You just have to be consistent. Within time, it will work. You will not need to look for jobs anymore. Leave alone people who call for you jobs and then they use you. Sometimes you reach to one extent, they are calling you for maybe a job which is paying you 2 point, maybe they are calling you for a job which is even paying you even 3M or 5M, and then you reach there. If you're a girl, maybe the boss wants to use you. If you're a boy, like there is a road, maybe the boss wants to sleep with you before they give you that job. You see, it is real a lot of time. But when you be like, okay, I went to school and I studied nothing, maybe I studied education, but here let me start something small for my own as a side job. As you're waiting for your profession to announce maybe a job somewhere, but here maybe you're doing some juice, you're a juice maker, you're making a juice, and people are appreciating every time you're perfecting that in that thing. People appreciate, and every time they appreciate, you're making money for yourself. So like I said in the beginning, and sometimes also look for your relatives. Sometimes our relatives, they are not good at supporting what we do, but look for them. Sometimes there are opportunities that are hidden within them. There are opportunities that are hidden with them. Identify those opportunities. If you can use those opportunities or those chances, do something for yourself. So stop looking for jobs, but do something for yourself. There are many ways that you can survive in our country. Even without you being employed. There is also this one here. You can now, like in our town here, for us, we are located in Baro City, but you can look for a place. It may not even be a place. You can go to these women who are selling food. They have restaurants, they have what? So you talk to them. You tell them, Mommy, I have my clients, they want food, but let's say maybe your clients wants food for 5K or 5,000 or 10,000. Talk to those people who are selling food, and you say, no, they are giving me 10K, but me, I'm going to give you 8K. So that I also take 2K. That is your save. So for you now, your work is to reach out to people. Tell them, are you going to eat food? If they say yes, you bring for us this and this. You got the other side, they give you food. At this time round, if they are giving you 10K, you order food for 8K. If they are giving you maybe 15K, order for them maybe 13K, like that. So if you find within at the end of the day, if you find like five customers, and they have paid you, you have supplied that food to them, you'll find yourself having a 10,000, because you saved 2K per each person. That is a lot of money. You're not even stressed, you see. You did not, like, for your work was just to reach out. So when you be consistent in that job, you find out that you can also survive without being employed. So there are many ways. So once again, welcome to my channel. My name is Alan. I am the Mbari Boy, and on this channel we are going to bring out things that people are really struggling, people that are really facing in their lives. So welcome to my channel once again. Don't forget to subscribe, comment your comment, write for us a comment, and we shall come back. I will come back and talk about it. I thank you, and may the good Lord bless you. Amen.